Hey Goose, you got the news?
Certainly, Master Pot. For what level shall we keep it confidential?
We've got a few days until the turnover. I'd say you can spill the beans. Cocoa beans are some of those. So, did you meet him?
Indeed I did. I believe that I did run into who we are thinking of.
Good. What's he like?
Blindingly brilliant.
Okay. Promising. I would expect nothing less from he himself. So, is he coming?
I believe so. The length of the journey can't be guaranteed, but I believe he is making his way downtown.
Good. We've waited a good year for such a specimen to show his face. Such a goose in such a pond, may I add. Tiddles? The pride goose is coming. That's pride! Loody-doody-doo there. My name is JampottBong and welcome back to Unorthoblocks. No, we won't do that again. Save that for special occasions, even though it is really tempting to do that in every episode as sort of an anime intro. Take that with a grain of salt, as I've never actually watched anime. What a beautiful night day it is on the Unorthoblocks server today. We're going to the day, folks. Today's episode has ended up with a bit of an underlying theme, and that theme is colourful things. I do love colourful things, and you may notice, even though I am currently the sewer man with a sewer burger, I'm not exactly looking dark and dingy right now. Well, basically, if it's not obvious and if you haven't been looking at your calendar, you should look at your calendar. It's June, and rainbow things happen on June sometimes, which I think is very cool. Minecraft's crashed. Give me a second. That voiceover was so rubbish that Minecraft just gave up on me. Fair enough. Now actually, there is a big rainbow-related project going on for this month on the server, which I will get to in a minute, which is very exciting. You might get a little sneak peek just and that ended up not being the only rainbow thing happening. And, of course, if you've also been living under a rock, a big old custom model rock, I am the server's custom model man, which is very exciting. Very fun. Very poggers. That's what the cool kids say, right? Poggers? I don't know. Anyway, you know what? Such a time of not just about turning existing things rainbow. And you know, I think that's very cool. Rainbows are very pretty, especially and very appropriate for this month, and they make my eyes sing. Look at all the colours. It's also fine and dandy. I mean, you can't feel unhappy when you're looking at all these colours, can you? So I saw being the custom model man as a perfect opportunity to make some rainbow assets that we can wear around the server for this month, and it's so fun. Also, check out this amazing Unortho Pride banner that Bex made. This is fantastic. I love it. Look at us all in our rainbow skins. Billy is carrying me. I feel like that's exactly the kind of dynamic that would take place if carrying could happen in Minecraft. So I got my rainbow skin. It's my jumper is very easily time of year fittable. If that... What was that sentence? I've already got stripes, so I might as well just very quickly turn them into rainbows. And I've also got random rainbow splatters on my trousers because I was painting and I was a messy boy. And I made a rainbow elytra. If you rename elytra to Pride Lytra, puns have never been better. You get this, which is lovely. And we've got some pride flags. Now, not only that, so if you've been lovely and have watched some of my other videos, you will be quite aware that I have a flag shop on the server in the sewers of all places. It sells flags representing everyone on Unorthoblocks. I actually need to add English flags now because I believe Mumbo Jumbo has joined the server. So what better opportunity than to make loads of pride flags? So I googled pride flags, saw some flags, turned them into Unortho flags, and now we have pretty flags, yay. So later on in the episode, on my checklist for today, I will be stocking the flag shop with new flaggerty flags. Today's episode is going to be largely about custom model deliveries, and a little bird told me in the form of Tiddles over on that balcony that definitely isn't mine, earlier, that a little bird is coming, or rather a big... he's not entirely on schedule, but he's... you know, time is weird nowadays. But anyway, the big June Pride Month Rainbow project happening on server is set up by Beckzilla, and this is the Rainbow Tower. So, jog your memory, you know, slap your brain a few times. This is the Unortho Tower. Mark 2 actually, because there was one in Season 2 and then before Geese, that's what I call Season 2, and Season 1 is just history books. That was like 200 years ago, right? So yeah, Draken set up the Unortho Tower Mark 2 here on Unorthoblocks 3, where everyone builds a layer 10 blocks tall, well, everyone, if they want to build a layer. And then at the end we all traverse the tower in a big race, and it was very fun. Plasma's layer took up 70% of it, though that was very fun, falling off a dripstone. And I put hats on the diners, and I went up it as a goose, and there were fireworks, and some of us fell off. So all very fine and dandy. Now, for June, Bex has took that idea and made the Rainbow Tower, which is such a cool concept. Basically, it's the Unortho Tower, but every layer has to be themed after a different colour, and of course they go in rainbow order. So far we have just a basic layer that Bex made, then we have the brown layer, which I believe was Cruvo, black layer, I believe that was Bex again, and spiders halfway through something that I won't spoil too much. I believe it is a sewer layer, which is exciting. It's like our own little sewer embassy. And now I would do my layer, which is red. I picked out red in the Google Doc. I would do that in this episode to fit the theme, but of course for catches you have to wait for the colours below you to be done before you can do yours. It has to be done in a very specific order, so I don't think that can be today, which is fine. We have some fun other things to do. But yeah, I am very excited to get working on my layer of a Rainbow Tower. Oh, hello. Didn't know that. This is a very exciting thing happening on the server. Love stuff like this. Very cool. And it sits just outside of a ridge, just next to Plasma's Pretty Princess Castle. A reference I'm too British to understand. That one Lego build. Fish Lady's Bridge. And the dramatically upscaled garden centre ornament. This episode has mostly been me waffling so far. I think that's alright. If I waffle well enough, or you listen to my waffling, maybe. Then we come back into the giant toy box known as Spawn Valley. I think that's quite a good description, actually. Our Spawn Valley is just one giant toy box with a load of plastic dinosaurs, a giant goose plush, giant hat, UFO. But of course, Draken's Cathedral is just that really impressive Lego build on the shelf above, and some dolls' houses, and a spillage. And a live snake that somehow got into there. We're being observational today, chaps. Wait a minute. Hold your incredibly confused donkeys who wouldn't usually be in this phrase. Is it really him? Is it the pride goose? Wait, if I zoom in will my eyes burn? Whoa, he's beautiful, but my eyes are burning. I mean, my eyes are singing as well, though, which is nice. He's real. He really is real. Basically, goose lore that I just made up. In the magic goose land where I'm from, we have a celebrity known as a pride goose. He only visits in June, and he does some incredible rainbow things, and he's fantastic. He is known to charm any other geese into perpetual goose happiness, just through his vibrancy and positivity. Let's go meet him. Pride Goose! It's you! You are beautiful, you... Oh. Custom model snap out. You got red, you got orange, you got yellow, you got green, you got cyan, you got blue, you got purple, you got pink, you got more pink, you got legs. Beautiful. It's enough to make a grown jam cry. That's a very good thing. Look at this chap. What a bloke. Oh my goodness. Hello, Pride Goose. Ah, good to see you. It really is good to see you. So, what do you plan for your visit here? You're going to do rainbow things. Okay, no shouty geese, Sherlock. Right. So, where do you want to stay the night? Okay, here's a plan. You can sleep in my house for now, then we'll build you a special place in the goose shop, okay? Ah, good. We have a deal then. Let's shake hands. There we go. Ah, you can be ridden just like Tiddles. Oh my goodness. There is so much colour right now. I love it. Thank you for bringing vibrancy to my episode. I feel like I'm going to turn up the saturation in post-production now just to really rub it in. He can fly as well. Of course he's a magical flying goose. I mean, look at his rainbow wings. I mean, a goose with this much magicalness and vibrancy would only be a flying goose, wouldn't he? He's a magical flying goose in Unorthoblocks. Goose! Honk honk! Ah, so good to have you here, Pride Goose. We're going to do some lovely, colourful things in this episode. Not often you get a goose celebrity visiting. Glad Tiddles was right about you. Good old Tiddles, you can always trust him. Hey other geese in the goose shop, check out this dazzler. Hey greylag, hey Canada, hey donut, hey chonkers, hey swan, hey cashier, his name's Garrett now. Hello spider, hello, ooh builder goose. Now this guy, he doesn't just live in a glass case, he's going to have his own floating magic rainbow platform outside the goose shop. This episode is insane, I love it. Hello folks, welcome to another episode of JampottBong does something off camera and shows you in extensive detail afterwards and hopefully makes up for that with an entertaining enough commentary. Do you see that up there, that hideous but beautiful splodge of rainbow? That is a pride goose's home. You know, he can't just live in the shop with the others, he has to have his own floaty magic rainbow platform, because of course he has a floaty magic rainbow platform. Here is a pride goose happily priding and goosing up here. Oh, he's amazing. I love him. You can't not feel happy when you look at a giant rainbow goose on a floaty rainbow platform, can you? Also, excuse the fact I sound like a frog right now. Enjoy your new home, pride goose, and I mean, he's not just going to stay there in June, that actually looks quite good. As I've said before, I think I want to really extend this. I'm working on something on the creative server. Working on things on the creative server. Why am I wiggling my mouse over here? Maybe that's a sneak peek for in 2 or 3 episodes time or whatever, I don't know. And we fly down into the delightful sewers because, oh, it's looking so good in here. I have restocked the sewer flag shop and added new flags. On the giant globe thingy now. Not entirely sure what it is. I think it's meant to be a globe and I made it, so that's saying something. We now have loads of pride flags. Very happy with how these came out. I tried my best to incorporate every pride flag I could find. I know this probably isn't all of the ones that exist. I noticed there are quite a few, but I try my best because I understand it's very important that all of these are represented, and I think they all look funky. So yeah, I am quite worried that I did miss out any flags. So if I did, really huge apologies to that. But I like to imagine I covered most of the bases from Google Images. I don't know if that's the best source to get info on all these, but it's what I did. So here we've got a load of flags just flagging, and then if we come down here, we are selling these, and they're all for free. I'm wearing some right now. And we also added English flags. It was so funny when I was making these with all the carved pumpkins, because I just had an inventory full of about 15 different pride flags, and they're just suddenly English flags, you know. Pride. But yeah, there's now a moustache gentleman on the server who has been around for a bit, but was only able to get onto the server recently. I'll explain more in a minute, because I actually have a gift to give him in a few moments. But yeah, we now have English on the server, so represented via flags in the flag shop. These are 1 silver coin per flag. Now, what's funny is the next thing I actually did on camera for the first time this episode, but I recorded it wrong. Of course, the one thing I did on camera, there was a recording mistake, so we're just going to go and look at it. Like the cool kids do, you just go over there and you stare at it. You stand there and you lock eyes with a thing that doesn't have eyes and you say, yes, I did this once. But yes, I'll explain while we fly. The wonderful Cuzzer88, please go check out his channel. As always, everyone is linked into the description. Everyone's amazing. But yeah, Cuzzer88, a man with an amazing moustache, has made his way onto the Unorthoblocks server finally. He looks like Mumbo Jumbo. I believe some think he is Mumbo Jumbo. I'm assured he is not Mumbo Jumbo. I know people think that any British person with facial hair and a suit is Mumbo Jumbo, but that is not the case. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard him say he isn't Mumbo Jumbo, so he can't be for sure, but yeah. Bouncy arrow. Oh, I do just want to clear up. No, there's not going to be a giant quest. I know last time I left a bouncy arrow, it took someone a whole episode to do a thing related to the bouncy arrow. I mean, it was quite the fun time Billy had. Also, if you haven't yet, you should really check out Billy's episode where he does my arrow quests for the elytra. But yeah, I've left this lectern at Cuzzer's base. What is this? Or at least this is where he says his base will be. But I believe this is where it is. He said it's fairly near. He said it's near Dennis's area on the map and that it has some red flowers, so... I think this is a place. I mean, it's hard not to notice the red arrow, right? I mean, there's some red around it. I think you can notice this. Anyway, lectern. Hello-dee-doo-dee-doo, Cuzzer. I'll get straight to the point. You have a very dapper moustache. The fanciest of fans, which is now a word, because I just said so. The Unorthoblocks server seemed 10 times less cleanly after your tash showed itself upon this world. Your moustache is also very big. It takes up a very wide 8 pixels of a Minecraft player's face. Some might say that is the biggest a Minecraft moustache can get, but I must inform that is not the case. For you see, as a custom model man of Unorthoblocks, I have a unique power, and that unique power is the ability to see beyond the realms of what is usually possible in Minecraft, and therefore I know that 8 pixels wide, even though it may seem it, is not the max width of a Minecraft moustache, of a glorious Minecraft moustache. Sorry, I read that wrong. So, Cuzzer88, in this chest below this very lectern is the biggest, most bushiest, most potentially world-altering moustache you will ever see, and ever glue to your face. The stash of all cuzzing. So silly. Put it on and never fit through a door again, but look handsome. Don't try and shave it off ever, as there isn't enough shaving cream in the world to remove this tash. I should probably work on custom model shaving tools anyway. Best regards, a custom model man with too much time on his hands. So I've left the legendary... my sewer smoothie fit through, that's quite satisfying. I have left the legendary stash of all cuzzing at Cuzzer's vague area. Look, I can wear it on my back, as I do with all custom models in the offhand. And, now Cuzzer's eyes are a bit higher up on the face than mine, so I've got somewhat sunglasses. I mean, they block out the sun, but I can't see anything. Yeah, it's ginormous, and it is glorious. No, it's probably a bit cheeky of me to try it on. You know, one of the first things you ever learn in primary school is that you should never wear another man's moustache. It's like the first lesson after how to count to 10. But I'm a custom model man, so I get away with it. You know, a funny side effect of me being a custom model man is that I have to keep everyone's secrets. Like, if someone has a prank item on someone, they can't keep that from me. So if someone ever wants to prank me with a custom model, I'm gonna know. And, as I believe I said at the start of the episode, we do actually have other things to deliver. Oh, I'm nearly low on rockets, very low on rockets, in this episode, because... Now, funnily enough, our next custom model delivery is for Kazza, so we're delivering to Kazza and Kuzza, because yes, we have a Kazza and a Kuzza on Unorthoblocks. It's not confusing after you come to get to know him well, don't worry. See you next time in Unorthoblocks Season 4, when we have a Kozza, a Kazza, and a Kizza, and a Kuza, and a Keezer, and a Kaiser. Oh, also, I forgot to point out, now have a rainbow pickaxe as well, because it's a pile of poppies. Oh my goodness, is this lore? Why does this feel like lore? I mean, 3 poppies at least. XP... You see, these random machines are so cool. Like, look, I just took out a stack of green dye and suddenly I have, like, that much XP. I have no idea how those work and what they do, but I like using them. See, once again, this comes back to me being a custom model man. I need a lot of XP always, because even though you can change that, triggering a custom model requires 1 XP. I don't actually want us to change that, even though it's quite easy, because I feel like for the vanilla aspect, that's quite good. Like, renaming an item. Though, in my arrogant opinion, I don't think renaming a Minecraft item should cost anything. No, if you want to give something a funky name, why do you need to spend money on that? Like, you know, in real life, if you look at your sofa and say, I think he makes a good Craig, I mean, you don't have to pay someone money for that, do you? I think if you want to call your sofa Craig, you can just get on with it and call your sofa Craig. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Custom model data set 88. You know what's funny is the one we have for Kazza is 88, not the one who's literally called Kuzza88, but all these Kazzas and Kuzzas, it's messing with my head. Anyway, this is a banner bag I had commissioned by Kazza. Now Kazza, if you don't know, Kazza loves making banners and they're all amazing. I have some hat banners from Kazza, I believe, and she ordered a bag from me to help make banners on the go. Now it doesn't actually do anything, but doesn't this look cool? I'm really happy with how this turned out. You see, it's this nice shade of purple matching Kazza's skin. We've got, this is my favourite detail, instead of a drinks bottle where that would usually go in a rucksack like this, we have a Minecraft water bucket. We have some random tools and stuff. That's a banner pattern, you know, those funky things in Minecraft that everyone forgets exists, apart from cool banner people. We have a pencil, we have a loom, we have some more random tools, that's probably a zipper, and we have some banners coming out. Now, you can wear it on the head, but then the problem is, it's got a 554 on it. I mean, attention to detail there. You tip your head up and it suddenly comes out of your chest. I find it really annoying when my backpacks do that, you know? No, I used to hate that. You were just going to school and you bring your backpack and just suddenly it started appearing through your chest. You know, it's annoying. So, a solution to that is that even though you can, it's not advised to be worn on the head. It can be worn like this, and then it also shakes and you run. So, offhand, if you want the best experience, offhand. So yeah, I should probably deliver this to the Kazza of the 554s now. Lots of postal delivery in this episode. I'm coming for your title, Amelia. No, I'm not really, don't worry. You do great post office stuff. Let's just sleep in a bed. You know, all postmen sleep in the beds of who they're delivering to. Bag there, hehe, so you can hang it on walls. If you put a tripwire hook above, that would look great. So, Kazza's banner bag. Yay! We delivered the bag. We delivered the bag. What a funny little episode we've had, eh, Pride Goose? I think the name of this episode, Various Rainbow Things, is very true, but then we also delivered facial hair and storage. Wow, ladies, gentlemen, everyone else and geese, I believe that is the end of this episode, isn't it, Pride Goose? Aw, we love the Pride Goose. No one as colourful as this goose. So, without further ado-dee-doo-dee-doo, toodle pip, bye! I'm being eaten by the goose. It's a good way to end an episode, if you ask me, to be honest.